Hey, Beth. Long time no see. How've you been?
Huh? Is that you, Ted?
Hey, you remembered me. Guess it makes sense. There's no way you could forget. I bet you couldn't stop thinking about me for a single day.
I beg your pardon?
Well, it's only natural, I guess. After all, you're so attached to me you couldn't stop thinking about me. I am unforgettable. Guilty as charged.
What is this all of a sudden? We haven't talked in years. You seem so excited.
Huh? So it really is that obvious that I'm just bursting with joy? I really thought I was just acting normal, but shucks.
What?
Well, if it's so apparent, I might as well tell you. I'm getting married! So this feels like the best time of my entire life.
I see. So you're getting married. Congrats, then.
Thanks a bunch. I just want to say, I'm sorry, Beth. No matter how much you may love me, I'm getting married to someone else. You should just count your losses and give up on being with me.
What?
I thought I should at least let you know. You know, otherwise you'd feel attached to me forever. It was difficult for me to contact you about this. But will you just support me in my decision to be happy?
Hang on a second. What have you been going on about? Why are you so hung up on the idea that I'm attached to you?
It's just that. When we broke up, you were sobbing uncontrollably.
What?
I know you loved me so much you couldn't help but cry your eyes out. That's why I figured you couldn't give up on me so easily.
What on earth are you talking about? I was sobbing so uncontrollably because you broke up with me right before our wedding with no good reason as to why. I wasn't crying because of some attachment to you.
There you go again, putting up a strong front.
The day before we got married, you were all, "There's gotta be somebody else out there that I'm really meant to be with." You just blurted that out, then disappeared. That would make anyone cry. I'm not attached to you in the slightest. The only thing I feel for you is anger.
Well, that's not very becoming of you at all. I was so sure that you loved me.
Seriously?
Well, I'm sorry about what happened back then. But because of all that, I've met my soulmate and I'm getting married. My judgment back then was spot on.
Is that so? Good for you, then.
So you should hurry up and get married too, Beth. You won't regret it.
Long time no see, Beth. Do you remember me? It's me, Hallie from middle school. Whoa, Hallie? Of course I remember you. Good to know. How long has it been? It's been such a long time. Kinda surprising that you knew my contact info. Actually, you came up as a suggested contact, probably from a mutual friend. And when I looked at your profile, I thought I recognized your face, so I decided to contact you to make sure. Oh, I see. Well, it's me. How've you been? Great! Actually, I'm getting married soon. Really? You're getting married? Yeah. Do you know Ted? Actually, I think you talked with him a few days ago. No way. Hold up. You're marrying Ted? Mm-hmm. Are you good friends with him then? No, I really wouldn't say we're friends. We actually dated a long time ago. So I guess you could call us exes. Wow, really? Just to let you know, there isn't a single thing between us now. As for our conversation a few days ago, he actually went out of his way just to let me know he was getting married. That was the first time I talked to him since the day we broke up. I see. I can't believe that actually happened, though. I'm just as shocked as you are.
To think that all this time the soulmate he was talking about was you. I can't just let this go and say nothing about it.
What?
Hallie, I really hate to ask this, but are you really sure you want to marry Ted? Maybe you should reconsider.
I'm not sure I get what you mean.
He literally just dumped me out of nowhere. He broke it off the day before our wedding.
The day before the wedding?
He said his real soulmate was out there somewhere, then he just disappeared like that. But then I found out after that he'd been cheating on me with a bunch of other girls. Then he suddenly got turned off to the idea of getting married and ran off.
What? No way! That's horrible!
It really is. That's why I'm saying I really think you should reconsider marrying him. I'm sure there's someone better out there for a kind, sweet girl like you, Hallie.
Maybe that's true. But I'm fine, really. I actually think a horrible man fits my lifestyle anyway.
What? What does that mean?
Don't worry about it. Thanks for the heads up, though. I'm glad you're still the caring person you've always been.
It's more than that, though.
Hey, since we started talking, though, how about going out for lunch or something sometime? I'm not in touch with anybody from middle school.
I'd be happy to, but is that really all right with you? I am your future husband's ex, after all.
Oh, I don't worry about stuff like that. It's settled then. I'll message you later. I'm so excited to be able to see you again, Beth.
Man, married life sure is great. I never could have imagined life could be so grand. You should get married soon too. I think you'll like it. Seriously? Save the conversations about your lovey-dovey feelings for your friends or co-workers. Now. If I did that, I'd make all of them super jealous of me. Can't have that. Whatever. If I just boast about how great my wife is, nobody's gonna like me. I must be the only man in the world to have such a perfect, beautiful wife. You're that infatuated with her? Who could have imagined I'd meet my soulmate on a dating app? It makes all my past failures seem worth it. You met her on a dating app? You got that right. She said she was looking to get married, so I contacted her immediately. Then when I met her, she was drop-dead gorgeous. And to top it all off, we got married so quickly and smoothly. Huh. It was that easy? She's a really shy girl, so we didn't have a wedding ceremony, but it's been a dream come true living with such a beauty. She makes great food and has an amazing figure. No way I could have been this happy if I'd gotten married to you. Excuse me? I saw you on Facebook the other day. You looked like a drab, single, middle-aged auntie. What's that supposed to mean? I guess at first glance, for a single girl, you look alright. But you can't fool anybody with all those sags and wrinkles. Guess what I'm saying is, time sure hasn't been kind to you. You already look like an old lady. Excuse me! I definitely made the right decision back then. My wife is an amazing cook, has an amazing figure, and is intelligent to boot. If a man's gonna get married, the girl's gotta be perfect. Unlike you, she's the perfect woman. Guess a girl just can't compete with a pro. Huh? Man, the way you talk about your wife. I know you really love her, but it's not really fair. There's no way any regular girl could compete with someone as well acquainted with nightlife as Hallie. I should have known. Wait a minute. How in the hell do you know my wife's name? And what do you mean by well acquainted with nightlife? Huh, so she hasn't told you then. We used to be classmates back in middle school. Wait, really? Forget about that, though. Doesn't seem quite right that you don't know anything about your wife's line of work. Even though you're her husband, you haven't even the faintest clue that your wife is a stripper. Wait, what? Hallie is a stripper?
She told me all about it when we went out to lunch a few weeks back. She said she's been their #1 girl for the past 5 years in a row. She has a ton of customers. And last year, she raked in over $1 million in one day for a birthday party.
$1 million? Wait a minute. This is all just one big fat lie.
Is it though?
Yeah, of course. There's no way my precious Hallie could possibly be a stripper.
You really know nothing about this, huh?
I knew she worked at night, but I haven't heard anything about her being a stripper. She doesn't even have any makeup on when she leaves for work. She probably just works at an all-night diner or something.
Probably? You mean you never even asked her? What, you just decided that since she leaves without putting makeup on, she must be working at an all-night diner?
But if she was a stripper, she'd be wearing a lot of makeup. She doesn't put her hair up either.
Of course she doesn't. Why would she? Did it ever occur to you that maybe she gets her hair and makeup done at a salon before she goes into work?
What?
Besides, didn't I tell you she's their #1 girl? They're very thorough about making sure that customers don't find out where she lives. Just like how they do with any famous person who wants their privacy.
No.
What are you getting so flustered about? So maybe you're a bit surprised about her job. Aren't you satisfied with having such a beautiful wife? Also, she's their #1 stripper, so you can hold your head up high.
What? What on earth are you talking about? There's no way my wife works a night job like that. If she was a stripper, that'd mean she's flirting around with other dudes.
Yep. Sounds about right.
But I haven't even held Hallie's hand yet. And she's doing that sort of thing with the other guys?
Wait, you haven't even held hands yet?
I told you, she's just so shy. She says she's still not quite ready yet, so we sleep in separate rooms.
Seriously?
What in the hell is going on here?
Hey, Beth! You told Ted about my work, didn't you?
I'm sorry, Hallie. I thought he already knew.
He misunderstood what kind of work I do, and it worked out better that way. So I didn't tell him the whole truth.
I really am sorry. Is everything all right?
Well, I guess it's fine. I was thinking about divorcing him anyway, so maybe it's all for the best.
Divorce? Already? You're already going to get divorced?
Didn't I tell you that the last time we talked? I married him assuming we'd get divorced anyway.
What, really? I think I would remember something like that.
Yeah. I needed to keep away one really creepy customer. So I figured I'd just get married to anyone.
I'm not sure I understand.
They kept trying to propose to me. I tried to wriggle out of the situation, but they even tried to submit a fake marriage certificate to City Hall.
Wow, that really is crazy.
I know! So I thought I should get hitched with someone as a precaution, get my last name changed and all that.
You really overdid it by doing that, though. If you were really worried, you could have just registered a name change and kept that one secret.
Wait, you can do that? I had no idea!
You always miss important details like that. That's one thing that hasn't changed about you at all.
Well, in the end, it's all the same anyway. In any case, I was able to throw off that creepy customer.
But is that really okay? Isn't it against the rules of establishments like yours to be married?
You'd think so, but that's not the case at all.
Is that so?
The fact that I'm someone else's wife actually improved my earnings.
Really? That's hilarious.
It's perfect for women our age anyway, don't you think? Otherwise, we get thrown in with and compared to the younger girls. As much as I work out and stay healthy, time waits for no woman, you know? At some point, there's nothing to do but find a new angle of attack. A married woman. That's spicy.
When you put it that way.
It's better to just be upfront from the start and let everyone know that I'm married. It gets a kind of taboo feeling going that really excites things. And the weird or creepy guys just naturally stay away because they don't want to fight an angry husband. It made for a great deterrent against guys like that.
Huh, I see. I never knew nightlife could be so complex.
Well, of course it does depend on your age and persona. Anyway, in my case, I have no issues with staying married.
But you're still going to get a divorce? I thought you said it was a good deterrent.
I've got that covered. I'll just change my persona from married woman to divorced woman.
Sounds like a lot of work.
I just really like this line of work. It's fun. Not to mention, I want to see how much I can earn doing this job. That's why I'm just going to divorce Ted anyway and keep my real last name a secret. That way, even if a creep tries to submit a fake marriage registration form again, they'll never get the name right.
You're such a professional. I'm at a loss for words, Hallie. I'm impressed.
And that was the reason I was looking for just any idiot who would get married to me too quickly. What a coincidence that it ended up being your ex. I was so surprised.
I was more shocked than you were.
Oh, I almost forgot. When things have calmed down, why don't you stop by my work for a drink? I'll make sure you get the best service. Alright, I have work today, so I'll see you later.
Beth, I don't know what to do. Hallie's filing for a divorce. Wow, she sure didn't waste any time getting that ball rolling. She said she was planning to divorce me from the very start. She gave me some money as a way of apology, but I really wanted to be with her. But you don't really want to be married to a woman who's a stripper, do you? There was no other way this could have ended but in divorce. I mean, I didn't like that, but I would have put up with it if she'd stayed with me. Instead, she's just suddenly leaving me. Just give it up already. No matter what you do, she's not gonna come back. As if I could just give up on her that easily. I'll never meet another amazing girl like her again. And I was married to such a beautiful woman for a few months. I can never get married, ever again. I think you've set the bar too high, Ted. Hallie's way out of your league. What should I do? Even if I go back to dating apps, every woman I see just looks inferior to me. At this rate, I'm gonna be single for the rest of my life. If you're that upset about it, why don't you save up some money and go to where she works as a customer? Try to become a man she could truly love. Do you think I can make that kind of money? She was able to make $1 million for one birthday party. With my salary, I can't even afford a bottle of champagne. Then why don't you get a better job or something? You're the kind of man willing to drop everything and just get married even without a proper ceremony. Or break up with your fiancé the day before your wedding. You're impulsive! Surely quitting your job should be easy for you. Come on. That's crazy talk. I guess you're right. Anyway, see you later. If you want someone to comfort you over your wife leaving you, why don't you grab your wallet and go to a strip club? Hey, Beth. I've made up my mind. I've decided I'll marry you after all. Excuse me? What are you trying to pull all of a sudden? This past month has been really awful. I told all my coworkers that I got married, so they all keep asking me to let them meet her. How about you just tell them you got divorced? I can't tell them the truth now. They're already starting to call me a liar and my excuses aren't fooling them anymore. So I thought if I just get married to you, things will all just work themselves out. Excuse me? Besides, you're still single anyway, aren't you? It's perfect timing, so I'll just have you. Don't make me laugh. Who on earth would marry you? Well, we did get engaged once. And I'm sure you're getting tired of being single in your 30s by now. Come on, I'm offering you a compromise here. Don't you think it's perfect? You've got to be kidding me. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'm seeing someone, and we're talking about getting married.
You're kidding. Really?
Thanks to some tips from Hallie, I worked really hard to get better at making myself more attractive. And as a result, I met someone really nice. There's nothing you could ever do to make me agree to marry you. Especially not some trashy compromise crap.
Hey, wait a minute. This can't be true.
Just tell everyone at your job the truth. Bye-bye. I'm very happy with my boyfriend, and we're planning to spend our lives together forever. As for Ted, he still hasn't been able to tell his co-workers the truth. To this day, he's still insisting he's married and has a beautiful wife. He even shows everyone Hallie's pictures and tells everyone that she's so beautiful he doesn't want any of them to meet her in person. Subsequently, now all his co-workers just treat him as a pathetic, pathological liar, and he's basically been estranged by everyone there. And as it turns out, he actually did go to Hallie's workplace once, but he was banned from entering, even with all his blubbering about being Hallie's ex-husband. I heard the bouncers beat the living daylights out of him.
Hey, baby. How are you today?
Ugh, awful. Kai has been in pain all day, running around all over the house, and Shia has been crying non-stop. As soon as you get home, you'll handle them, and I'll go for some me time.
Well, kids will be kids. Don't worry. I'll run you a nice hot bath when I'm back and watch them while you unwind. And later tonight, once they're in bed, we can have some time together to relax. I can swing by the sushi shop too if you want. My treat.
As nice as that sounds, I'd rather have some time to myself, to get out and have some fun.
What?
Yeah, so I've called some of the girls and we're going out tonight to let our hair down and relax. I think I deserve it after putting up with those two all day.
Oh. Okay, I guess.
I said I'd meet them at the bar at 7 tonight, so you need to be home by then to watch the kids.
Sweetie, I told you that I wouldn't be able to finish work before 8 tonight. There's no way that I can get back in time. I have patients coming in right up until I leave.
Well, you'll just have to find a way. I'm not canceling these plans. You have no idea how much I need this tonight.
I'm not asking you to cancel, but can't you meet your friends a bit later? Surely, waiting an extra hour won't hurt.
No. Amber has to work early tomorrow, so she can't stay out too late. So if I want to see her, we need to meet at 7.
But Nova, you knew about tonight. Why did you make plans like this without talking to me first? We could have come up with a better way to plan things out.
Look, I don't have to tell you everything going on in my life. If I want to go out, I shouldn't ask for your permission. So I'm going out tonight, whether you like it or not.
I'm not saying you should ask for permission. I'm just trying to do what's best for our children. How can a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old manage by themselves for almost 2 hours?
Fine. I will wait until 7:30, but if you're not back by then, well, the kids will just have to be on their own for a little bit. I'm sure if I just put the TV on, they'll sit quietly and watch it for an hour until you get back.
You can't just... Fine. I'll be home by 7:30.
Great.
I've got to get back to work now. Lunch break is over. We'll talk later.
Sure.
I love you. Hey, sweetie. Just checking in to see how you are. Hope you're having fun. Hey, Nova, I was just wondering what time you're gonna be home. I'm heading to bed soon, and I don't want to leave the door unlocked. Nova, are you okay? You haven't answered any of my messages. I'm just checking in to see if you're okay.
Jeez, Jaden, you're blowing up my phone. I'm trying to have a fun night out, not spend it on my phone.
I'm just checking in to see if you're okay.
I'm fine. Happy now?
There's nothing wrong with being worried about my wife, especially when she hasn't been responding to my texts all night.
Ever thought that there might be a reason for that?
What?
Never mind. Forget I said anything.
No, what did you mean by that?
I didn't mean anything. Just drop it.
Fine. Are you coming home soon? I need to go to bed.
No.
Do you know when you'll be coming back? In the next hour or so?
Am I on curfew or something? I'll be back when I'm back. Can't I just have one night of peace without having to report to you?
I'm just trying to get a rough idea.
I don't know, when I feel like it.
I don't want you waking the children up, especially if you've been drinking. Nova. Oh, for Pete's sake. I'm going to bed and I'm locking the door. You can crash at one of your friends tonight. I'll call my mom so she can watch the kids tomorrow while you sleep off your hangover. Don't bother coming back home until you're sober and ready to have an adult conversation.
Baby. Jaden, please let me in. I'm cold and tired. Are you ignoring me? I'm sorry for earlier. Please just let me in.
Nova? Where are you? I was asleep.
I'm back. Come let me in so I can go to bed.
I told you to stay at your friend's house tonight.
I didn't think you were serious. Anyways, I'm here now, so come open the door before I freeze to death.
This is the third time this month you've pulled a stunt like this. I really don't want the kids to see you drunk. You promised last time it wouldn't happen again.
Look, if you don't open the door, I'll just start yelling and that's sure to wake Kai and Shia up.
Alright. I'm coming. But you can bet we're talking about this tomorrow.
Yeah, whatever. Hurry up.
Nova, are you awake?
I've literally got the worst hangover ever, so I don't really want to be staring at a screen.
Okay then, I'll make this short. Why has Amber posted a picture of you last night kissing another man?
What?
I think you should check your Instagram.
Oh, that little...
What is going on?
I was going to tell you later, when you got home. Guess it's too late for that now. She never did like the fact that I had two guys. She's just jealous.
What are you on about?
Well, I think it's kind of obvious that I'm seeing someone else. Or did the picture not clue you in?
What? But how could you do that to me? To your family? How long have you been seeing this man?
We've been talking for a few months now. Well, I think I love him.
But why?
Well, you're always working. You never make time for me or the kids, and I'm tired of doing nothing with my life.
That's not true at all. You know I love you and the kids, and that I try my hardest to spend as much time with all of you as I can. It's not easy being a doctor and trying to get my own practice as well as spending time with my family. But we both agreed that we would stick with it until I had my own practice.
Yeah, well, I changed my mind.
Why didn't you tell me you felt like this? We could have worked on it.
Look, it's too late now. Your mom has the kids, and I'll be gone by the time you get back. Derek and I are going to travel for a while. It's time I finally had some fun instead of being cooped up all day with toddlers.
So that's it? You're just going to abandon your family? Our kids just like that?
I'm sure you'll manage without me.
Nova, you can't just walk away like that.
Don't you have to get back to work now?
I can't believe what you're doing.
Goodbye, Jaden.
Hi, is this Hallie?
Hi, yes, this is Hallie. Who is this?
My name is Jaden Walker. I got your number from the nanny agency.
Of course, they said you'd be getting in touch with me. How can I help?
I was looking for a nanny who could live in the house to help look after my two children. I work long hours at the time, and I just need a bit of help.
Of course, I'd be happy to help. What are your children's names?
I work long hours at the time, and I just need a bit of help. I've got a 6-year-old son called Kai and a 3-year-old daughter called Shia. They're the sweetest kids. I mean, don't get me wrong, they can be a handful, but they need more stability than I can provide at the moment.
I completely understand. When would you like me to start?
As soon as you're able to, it would be great. Maybe we could meet up for coffee and go over the details?
That sounds great. Friday at 5 sounds good to you?
Perfect. See you then.
I look forward to it. Hey, Jaden. It's been a while.
I'm sorry, who's this?
It's me.
I'm sorry, this is a new phone and I don't have all my contacts on it yet.
Oh, it's your wife. Nova.
Nova?
Hi.
Why are you texting me?
Well, I just wanted to check in. It has been 4 years. How are the kids?
They're fine.
Do they miss me?
They did. They couldn't understand why their mommy wasn't coming back home. They were both pretty inconsolable for a while. They got over it though. I made sure that they were both going to be okay.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear they took me leaving so badly.
Of course they would. You're their mother.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I didn't really think about that when I left.
Look, what do you want, Nova? I thought that you were living it up with your new man.
Yeah, I am. I mean, I was. We kind of broke up.
I'm sorry to hear that, but it still doesn't explain why you're messaging me.
Well, we broke up because he was cheating on me, and I don't know, it left me feeling truly awful. Like, I thought we were happy, so why did he do that to me?
I couldn't say.
Well, then I got to thinking about how I had pretty much done the same to you and how terrible you must have felt. I mean, I hear your business is going well. You've got your own practice and everything. So we'd be able to spend more time together now. Me, you, and the kids. Plus, with your salary, we could have a lot of fun and make up for lost time.
Nova, after all these years, you still haven't changed. You don't care about me or Kai or Shia. You just want someone to pay your way through life while you do whatever you want. I don't want to get back together with you. And I never will. Besides, I don't think my wife will appreciate it either.
Your wife? But I'm your wife.
No, you're not. You're my ex-wife, as per the divorce papers you signed 3 years ago. Don't you remember?
I just thought that was standard legal stuff. But how did you and this homewrecker meet?
Her name is Hallie, and she isn't a homewrecker. In fact, you're the one who wrecked our home. She's the one who helped it put it together again. And as for how we met, she was the kids' nanny. After you abandoned us, I needed help balancing and looking after them and working. So I hired Hallie as a live-in nanny. Over time, we got to know each other, and turns out we actually liked each other quite a lot. The rest is history.
But what about us?
There is no us. You made sure of that 4 years ago when you left your family for another man. That's something you're going to have to live with.
Well, what about Kai and Shia? They're still my kids as well.
Along with those divorce papers, you also signed over full custody of the children to me. Basically, you have no legal rights to see or visit them unless I say so.
So what? That's it? You're just going to take everything away from me for one silly mistake?
I will let the kids know that you're about, and it will be up to them if they want to see you. However, it will be under my supervision. We can get a family counselor to help us sort out the details. As for us, well, I will only talk to you in relation to the children. Apart from that, I don't want any contact with you. I have a new life now, and I couldn't be happier. Hallie treats me with respect and loves me just as much as I love her. I just hope that one day you'll be able to find the same happiness I have.
Jaden.
Goodbye, Nova.